Did Tina Clayton's sacrifice in vain? Alfred's return and the Caribbean sprint shakeup. This is a bulletin board sports commentary. Remember to hit the like button on your way in and subscribe to join the family. Tina Clayton stepped aside. Tia Clayton stepped up. Then Julian Alfred stepped in. Was it loyalty, strategy, or a miscalculation? Let's talk about it. Tina's withdrawal from the Diamond League final was framed as sisterly support. A tactical move to give Tia a clearer lane, fewer distractions, and a shot at solo glory. But in elite sprinting, every absence is a risk. And every sacrifice must be measured against the outcome. Tia ran well. But Julian Alfred's sudden return shifted the entire race dynamic. After 6 weeks off, Alfred reappeared with precision timing, just as Tina exited. Was it coincidence? Or was it a calculated disruption? Let's be honest. Caribbean unity sounds good in interviews. But on the track, it's every nation for itself. Alfred represents St. Lucia. The Claytons represent Jamaica. And in this moment, Jamaica needed both twins to counter Alfred's firepower. Tina's absence left a gap. Not just in speed, but in strategy. If Alfred wins, Jamaica loses a medal contender. If Tia falters, the sacrifice becomes a liability. That's the harsh math of sprint politics. But was it in vain? Not necessarily. Tina's move showed depth, emotional and strategic. It gave Tia a chance to lead. It gave Jamaica a moment of unity. And it gave fans a story worth watching. Still, the question remains, did Jamaica underestimate Alfred's timing? Did they overestimate the value of solo representation? Because in this sport, legacy isn't built on loyalty alone. It's built on medals, moments, and myth-making. And right now, the Caribbean sprint map is being redrawn. Tina's sacrifice was bold. But boldness without backup is dangerous. Let's see how this plays out. But behind the bright future lies a quiet decision. Tina Clayton stepped away from the Diamond League final. No injury. No announcement. Just absence. It wasn't random. It was strategic. With Julian Alfred returning after 6 weeks off, and Melissa Jefferson exiting unexpectedly, the field shifted. Tia needed clarity. Jamaica needed points. And Tina made space. Some call it sisterhood. Others call it sacrifice. But in elite sprinting, every move is a calculation. Tina's absence gave Tia a solo lane, but also gave Alfred an open shot. Now, Jamaica faces a dilemma. Was Tina's step back a tactical masterstroke, or a missed medal? Because in this sport, medals don't care about emotion. They reward execution. And the Clayton twins are no longer just rising stars. They're strategic players in a sprinting chessboard. Strategic silence and the sprinting chessboard. Tina's absence wasn't just a gap in the lineup. It was a signal. In elite athletics, silence is often louder than statements. No press release. No injury report. Just a quiet step back, right as Julian Alfred returned. Alfred had been off the grid for 6 weeks. No races. No updates. Then, suddenly she's back, sharp, focused, and ready to disrupt. Melissa Jefferson, the American sprinter, exited the Diamond League unexpectedly. That left a vacuum. And in that vacuum, Alfred surged. Tia held her lane. But Tina's absence gave Alfred space. Was it a misread? Or was Jamaica playing long game strategy? Because if Tina had run and faltered, critics would have called it regression. If she ran and beat Alfred, it would have been a statement. But by not running, she preserved mystery and gave Tia the spotlight. This is where sprinting becomes chess. Every move is layered. Every absence is a calculation. And Jamaica's sprinting legacy isn't just built on speed, it's built on timing. Shelley and Fraser-Price didn't peak by accident. Elaine Thompson-Herah didn't double by luck. Shericka Jackson didn't rise by coincidence. They all mastered the art of strategic emergence. Now, the Clayton twins are learning that same rhythm. Tia is the visible force. Tina is the quiet strategist. But the world only remembers medals. And medals don't reward mystery. So what happens next? If Alfred wins the Diamond League, her momentum carries into Tokyo. If Tia holds her ground, Jamaica still has a contender. But if Tina stays silent too long, the narrative shifts from strategic to missing. This is the tension Jamaica faces. Not just who's fast, but who's ready. Because the 100m isn't just a race. It's a ritual. A declaration of national pride, regional rivalry, and personal legacy. And the Clayton twins aren't just athletes. They're symbols of a generational shift. From high school dominance to Olympic finals. From MVP training to global scrutiny. From twin synergy to individual strategy. This is the sprinting chessboard. And Jamaica is making moves. But the clock is ticking. And Tokyo waits.